Did you rest well?
Yep, this is a comfortable place to rest. I guess that's one thing here that's better than the desert. But
saying things like that isn't going to help, Adia.
But it's the truth. The desert is full of terrible memories for me.
That's a weird way to put it. I know what you mean. The air here isn't at all like the desert. It's very humid. Almost as if we're in the rainforest. It's a very...
Everyone looks well rested. If you're ready, we can start
Good luck, everyone!
Hold on. I said we didn't...
Huh? But wait, I'm just the mascot!
You can't back out this time, Adia.
Yes, Kale and I discovered a fairground.
The person in charge of it seems to be a scholar. But what's she doing there? Researching the forest ley lines?
Oh, I wish there were ley lines here that I could ever study.
For regrets.
Hey, fine, that was worth the trip. Here you go. Thank you, Madame Farazan.
go. Thank you, Madame Farazan. I find that was worth the trip.
Finally, someone has arrived.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Thank you, Kale. If anything, I thought you'd be curled up somewhere crying alone.
Hey, you shouldn't be saying things like that.
Doesn't seem to be the first time Paimon's heard someone say that about Adia, though.
You want to see me cry? Fine. I'll stop crying right here.
No, please don't!
All right, I shouldn't have said that. Now, who are these two?
And Paimon is Paimon!
They're reliable helpers. Lucky for you that I found them. You'd better be more careful about how you speak to them, okay?
Of course. Good to meet you. You may call me Maymuna. For the sake of time, we should forego the usual pleasantries. Please follow me.
Wow! Look at that huge tent!
Amazing, isn't it? I helped make it. What fun would a fairground be without a
Really?
What is it, Kale?
Sorry. I'm not sure if I should tell you. I'm afraid it might dampen the mood.
That's not important. Please, just speak your mind.
Well, there are lots of vendor booths set up here, but there's no one running them. In fact, there's no one at this fair at all. It looks pretty deserted.
The truth is, this used to be an exciting and bustling place. But just a few days ago, something happened, and it seemed like...
Like, the world was suddenly flipped upside down?
Yes, exactly. Something fell from the central hub into the tent and knocked down the crystal light that was hanging at the top.
Oh, the crystal light.
I remember a certain someone said that we should have beautiful lights to celebrate at a fair, and made us that crystal light. But once the light fell, the tent became a complete mess and the Hydro-Eidolons were trapped inside. Just when I was at my wit's end, a man from the Lawrence clan came and offered his assistance.
Wait, he offered to help you?
Yes, and he refused to listen to any of my warnings. He just walked straight into the tent, and then...
Yes? And then?
Yeah! Don't leave us hanging here! What happened?
And that's it. He became trapped inside along with the Hydro-Eidolons.
Oh no! We have to do something! We can't just leave him there, Maymuna!
I know, but the situation inside might be more difficult than you think. You should mentally prepare yourselves.
Just talking about it is a waste of time. Since we're already here, let's go and scout out the situation ourselves.
All right, this way, please. There used to be a large stage inside, but after everything got shaken up, it seems the very nature of the lamps and crystal light that were hanging above have all fallen down, which makes repairs near impossible.
Wait, so you mean it's difficult to move around in there?
Yes, mainly because of the lights. Do any of you have experience being on stage? Once the stage lights turn on, everyone's attention is focused on you.
I can't stand that feeling. Having everyone's attention focused solely on me would just make me feel terrible.
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people. And then to have everyone staring at you. Ugh. Just the thought of it makes me shudder.
Sounds like you have some things you haven't been able to let go of yet.
Please don't laugh. I'm trying my best to change that, but there are still some things I can't overcome. Like when there's a lot of people around, or when people are staring at me.
No, there's nothing funny about that. And you know what? It's not a bad thing to care when other people are looking. That's my opinion anyway. Think about it. Only people who have high standards for themselves would worry about failing to meet others' expectations. You have many good qualities, Kale. I bet if you had to learn dance since childhood like myself, then you'd be an even better dancer than me.
No way! That would be impossible.
I can relate. I know exactly how she feels.
Maybe we should find a time for you to learn with me. And one day you will become an outstanding dancer too.
Wow. You are so passionate. Really? You do that? You wouldn't...
You really think I'm that kind?
Oh, no!
Seems there's no need for me to warn you again.
What's that thing in the middle there?
That's my crystal light! It's been locked up.
Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
It seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
Crush! Shudder! Huh? Crush!
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Maimuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back to the situation at hand. We should probably head into the passageway that opened now.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail. More speed.
Hello? Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence?
Who are you? Who has the audacity to utter my full name?
You sure don't look like you're in any condition to be talking like that.
Yep.
You. Huh. Have you come here?
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, now you're intentionally trying to provoke me? Of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are naturally superior and need no help from others.
Yes, thanks for the reminder.
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone was harsh, but he keeps glancing at you from the corner of his eyes. It's my opinion as the healer that he needs help.
Okay. He's been trapped.
Hey, no, wait! Halt! You cannot helping me when necessary, sir.
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will be enough to talk me into helping you? You should be ashamed for your careless actions. It's because of you that we all had to come here.
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan is this way. They'll do anything to save face.
All right. Looks like it's time for the mascot to step in. Here you go. One for Eula and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Thanks.
Oh, the smell! It's just like the aroma I smelled coming from the lens.
Yes, that's right. Enjoying something sweet.
Oh, thank you, Miss Mascot.
So he's willing to thank someone.
Eula has been worrying about you the past few days and asked me several times regarding how to find. But now that you two have been.
Let me clarify one thing. I don't care.
Eula will never admit that she actually cares about him. Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then at least give me another piece of candy.
Oh, sure. I still have more.
Sorry, I admit my mistake. I know I've caused heaps of trouble for all of you.
I'm back. Oh? Have you already finished catching up? Why are you all looking at me?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind us.
All right, then let's clean things up here and keep working our way toward getting the crystal light fixed. There's no need to push yourself in your condition, Lessig.
I'll take him and find.
All right. I'll leave my cousin to you then. You'd better rest up and regain your strength.
Now, let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can always make different choices.
Oh, look! There's a water droplet over there!
A hydroidolin! It must have been trapped in the curtain, but at least it seems to be okay.
More speed.
Wow. Paimon thought it looked big from the outside. This place is massive!
It is a magical tent, after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing before?
Oh, another path has appeared! This should be the last level.
Yes, don't worry. We're almost to the top of the tent. The last thing we need to do is raise the crystal light to the very top of the tent. After the stage collapsed, I realized that having it raised only halfway makes it look a lot like the stage at the Grand Bazaar. Have any of you visited the Grand Bazaar before?
No, I haven't.
I have. I've gone there a few times with Master Tainari. The place is bustling with all kinds of vendors. And if you're lucky, you can see Nilu perform her dance.
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to see that myself. If only it were on the way back, then we could stop there.
It doesn't matter if it's on the way or not. I would be happy to take you whenever you have time, Eula.
Great. I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah! Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've already been there more times than Paimon can remember.
Really? My father used to help with festivities at the Grand Bazaar and would always give me candy during the events. I was just a kid and didn't understand anything. I was happy as long as he gave me some candy. To me, fairs and festivals were the best things ever. I always thought my father was amazing and wanted to be just like him when I grew up.
But aren't you a scholar in the academia, Maimuna? As far as I doubt you could have time to assist your father.
Yeah, seems you. When I had the choice between becoming who I wanted to be and who my
You must have already realized that.
Yes, but I'm still not as happy as I imagined I would be. I realized that attending a fair and running a fair are two completely different things. The main reason my childhood was so fun and carefree is because my family worked hard. But my father knew how difficult and tiring running a fair could be, so he wanted to push me towards academics. But in the end, I didn't do well in either. I gave up on myself and resorted to investigating ley lines in the desert. Some things happened, and then I accidentally ended up here. I finally had a chance to make my wish of running a fair come true. But after seeing everything come crashing down...
It's not as bad as you have the courage to change. You've been actively... Someone who's given up on themselves couldn't... Oh, Kale.
I understand my situation better.
It's not that I'm trying to comfort you. It's... Believe me.
Oh, what are you trying to...
Oh, nothing.
All right.
Pieces of the bullet have melted.
Yes, the lens is made of materials that are easily melted by light.
Is it me, or do I smell something sweet here?
Good. That should do it.
Hey, Adina! We're back!
Oh, I was starting to wonder what was taking you so long. I'm pretty good at taking care of people. Seems I found...
I don't know if I should...
The shadow. It's massive. Wait.
Seems he still might need...
Of course. With a team like the Traveler, Paimon,
Only 40 times more reliable? That means I'm still pretty good then.
I guess it's impossible to feel like you've lost once you've already given up. I'm a little concerned about how comfortable you are with that.
Huh? What has happened? How did I get outside of the tent? Ah, that's right.
Oh, you're awake now.
I'm afraid I still feel...
Lessig Lawrence.
Oh, it's you, Eula.
Interesting. Now you want to talk. Seems like you've had a change of heart. In that case, maybe you'll be able to explain everything in detail for us now.
I admit it, but it was a long journey, and I didn't always know the way. I passed through Liu, but the peculiar thing is, you and I are like glass pawns that were raised in shackles. We were taught to act like nobles, but such pomp, it's like a never-end...
Everything he said is
Yes, this has all happened to all that I and...
Lessig.
I originally planned on return...
See, people can...
Yes,
That's all right. Being able to... How to find true...
I have a suggestion for you, Lessig. Why don't you return to Mondstadt and tell your parents what you just told...
they'll probably try to tear me limb from limb.
This is something that I've been thinking about, too. The Lawrence clan is just like this stage. It was once home to glory.
She's so solid and tough, but...
Are you all done talking now?
Yes, I think so. By the way, that is for you. Please take it. I found it on Lessig earlier.
Oh, it's one of the missing components! Wait, so you had it all this time? Why didn't you give it to me earlier?
Well, you didn't ask. All right, I admit it. I forgot about it.
Okay, we'll let the travel...
Wait, it looks pretty familiar. Ah, right! I also bought a similar box at the last festival.
Yes, people often use this kind of box for candy at festivals, but now that the tent has been repaired, we no longer need it. Eating the candy from the box as an adult will never...
So, as of now, I'm sorry that repairing the tent took so much of everyone's time.
Hey, Kokomi! You're already here! Oh, you're back. I trust your adventures to the forest went smoothly? Yep, you could say that. How about you? Up to anything today? Well,
I suppose it's time I told you that, as the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, I shouldn't act. The truth is that a relic, known as the Shinro Cask, but recently, an orb matching the relic's description suddenly began emitting light. Almost as if it was... I wasn't lying when I said that. Goro has often told me that sitting at home reading light novels is... As I made my way from Watatsumi Island to Sumeru, I was surprised to find that the relic had... Though I feel that Idia was not intentionally trying to hide anything from us, this domain does have plenty...
Now that you mention it...
I see. When you found Lessig, did you also I'm afraid that he was caught up in his thoughts and didn't pay attention to his surroundings.
Hey, everyone! Oh, I hope we're not interrupting your conversation.
It's alright. You two did a lot today. Care to join me for a cup of tea?
Sure! That would be perfect!
Turns out Idia has a cooking stove and oven. Seriously.
Oh, so did you make us some moon pies?
No. I made something called storm crust pie. You should try one try.
And I made some pita pockets. You can try some, Kokomi. It should taste great with tea. Sorry. I should call you General.
Oh, I would be happy to try some.
By the way, Eula, how's your cousin doing now?
Oh, him. You would never guess, but he's